Coffee and Headlines is brought to you by the generous support of our viewers and the following community partners: Best Cord Cutting TV, Bravo's Restaurant Bar, Joint Boutique Hotel and Cowork, Puerto Vallarta Neurofeedback, Puerto Vallarta Owners Reps, Oculto, and Siam Cocina Thai. Thank you for your support, and thank you for supporting our community partners. Yes, here we are. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Coffee and Headlines, our morning get-together live here on Facebook, where we celebrate the weekend. It is the weekend now, so the weekend is here, so we can all go and enjoy ourselves. Well, the weekend started yesterday, but you know me, I work today, so as soon as I get done with Coffee and Headlines, my weekend officially starts. I'm looking forward to it. Today is Saturday, October 5th. I hope you have all kinds of wonderful plans for yourselves. And I'm going to Lucha Libre tonight, so I'm excited about that. I'm bringing some friends, and we're going to have a great time. As always, we have things to connect about, news, and we have, I have an announcement to make before I forget. 3 of you kindly reached out to me yesterday. I can tell you who you are in case there are any doubts. Hold on, this is important, so I want to mention it. Yes, here it is. Yesterday, I volunteered to pick up 5 bus cards in my next trip to Guadalajara in a couple of weeks for friends that ride the bus on a regular basis here in town. As you know, the bus cards are not available for purchase in Puerto Vallarta. You need to get them in our capital city. And 3 of you reached out to me directly asking for a bus card. You are Christine Peterson, Albert, Friss, and Glynis Oxtoby. The 3 of you have reached out to me. I'm happy to pick up bus cards for another 2 people. I'll bring a total of 5. What I'll do is I'll bring 5 50-peso bills. So I will purchase 5 cards, and they will have a little bit of credit in them because I think the cards are 30 pesos each. So if you send me a note, 2 more people, I'll be happy to pick up cards for you as well. And that's basically it. Now that I've gotten that out of the way, let us take a look at our news. And we start with, once again, Mayor Luis Munguía. He's been busy, and that's a good thing. He has just instituted a new Municipal Civil Protection Council. A Civil Protection Council at an event attended by all 3 levels of government. The council is comprised of 58 people. I would gladly tell you more details about this, but this is pretty much what the news item contained, aside from the fact that Luis Munguía did call for all people involved in civil protection to partner in this initiative. But what exactly does the Civil Protection Council do, and who is a part of it, and all the things that at least some of us are curious about? Well, we don't have that information, so we go with what we have. Bummer. But, of course, Mayor Luis Munguía does clearly understand that actions speak louder than words, and I keep seeing all these headlines. We talked about this briefly yesterday, but I want to bring it up again because there's all these streets around town that are presently being either repaved or are having their potholes repaired. And this is great news. Why would the last administration stop doing this is a huge mystery to me. All I'm going to say is I'm glad this is happening when it's happening. Now, here's an interesting one. I don't know what to tell you about Nayarit Governor Miguel Ángel Navarro. He doesn't get well, let's not get shady. I'm just going to go with the facts. He celebrated the fact that Presidenta, Our Lady President, or Presidenta Claudia Sheinbaum, announced that she will bring the conclusion of the Federación Bridge connecting Bahía de Banderas with Jalisco back on the table. And the reason Governor Navarro is happy is because the bridge, the new bridge, will help decrease robberies along the existing bridge, which is the Ameca Bridge. And that caught my attention. I'm like, what are you talking about, Mr. Governor? And apparently, traffic jams that bring traffic along the Ameca River Bridge to a standstill create the perfect opportunity for thieves to steal from drivers. Now, I don't know how this goes, but if I was going on my car, I would simply roll my windows up and not lower the windows for anyone. But what is the mechanism of this theft is a mystery to me. How much is this going on for the governor of Nayarit to make such a big statement is also a mystery to me. So I can think of other reasons why it's a good thing that we're going to have the Federación Bridge finished. But if this is important to our governor, then it must be important to some, and as such, we're just going to share the information. And speaking of share the information, let's see what's going on with our weather right now, which yesterday was so warm and humid. I don't know about you, but I had a couple of errands to run around the city. I went to see my acupuncturist. My acupuncturist, well, she's not mine, but she is a great lady that I've had a pleasure to meet. I finished my acupuncture treatments, at least for a while. And I would love to talk about this if there's any interest. I mean, what makes her special is that she uses this measurement system. Her name is Mari Torres de Gonzalez, and she has her practice right next to my friend Stan's neurofeedback practice. So I go to one, then I go to the other. And what is great about what Mari does, aside from acupuncture, is she has this measuring machine that measures your energy, and it's called AccuGraph. And she's only one of 2 practitioners in Mexico that provide this service. If you would like to hear more about this, just write the word acupuncture by itself in your comment, and I will tell you some information about this. Anyhow, how did I go on this line of thought? Well, because I had to go yesterday, and yesterday was a really warm day, and then I came home and the air was not moving and I was sweating and it was not pretty. And today, well, we can just hope that we will get a little bit more wind today. Meanwhile, our snarky weather says, I captured a second moon for your planet. What have you done lately? You know, I read something about a second moon or a small rock that is out there, but I didn't read all the details. What I can tell you, though, is that it's 29 degrees out there. Humidity is at 75% here in Puerto Vallarta. And our weather forecast indicates mostly cloudy skies in the morning with rain in the afternoon, a chance of rain of 30%, a high of 31, and a low of 26. Then tomorrow, Sunday, mostly clear skies in the morning with rain in the afternoon with a high chance of rain, 70%. And then there was a high of 31 and a low of 25. That is for tomorrow. And then on Monday, thunderstorms through the day with rainfall at about 5 millimeters, a chance of rain of 88%, a high of 30 and a low of 25. I'm seeing a question about the shark. We haven't talked about the shark yesterday, but the question to me, for myself, by myself, is what did I do with the shark news item? I thought I prepared it. My goodness. I swear I thought I prepared the shark news, and I probably did not. How is this possible? Let me bring it up on the screen. Boom, 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 because there was a shark that was captured on Los Muertos Pier. Let me see. Where did you go? Munguía, actions, Federación Bridge. You know, what do you know? I didn't prepare it. I just read it and I thought this is interesting, but I did not prepare the shark news. No problem. I will bring it up right now. And I won't be able to show it to you, but I can tell you that there was this man who was fishing in at Los Muertos Pier, and he caught a little shark, and it is of a species that in Spanish is called cazón, which is not harmful for to humans. I think, what is the name of the cazón in English? Let me look this up for you because I'm sure some of you are concerned about this. Boom, 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 boom. It is again. Oh, it's a big Latin name. So let me just get this info. The school shark. It's called a school shark. So it is a school shark that was trapped on Los Muertos Pier. This made some people a little uneasy. Excuse me. And I just thought I'd share that information with you. Moving right along, we have other things that I wish to share, starting with the return of farmers markets. I saw this news item. Well, it's not a news item. It is a notice. But I saw it. I saw it on Facebook. Facebook showed me that the popular Three Hens and a Rooster farmers market will open again soon and is presently looking for returning and new vendors to reserve their space for the upcoming season. We don't know exactly when that will begin, but we know that on October 15 from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m., you can go to the island and pre-register or re-register. If you are a new seller, you should bring photos of your products and fill out an application. If accepted, you will be contacted by management. So all the details will be available for you in our show notes. And of course, I also wanted to let you know that the popular Fiestas de Octubre or October Fiestas have begun in Guadalajara and will continue in November until November 4th with a number of music, culture, and entertainment presentations and featuring many popular Mexican artists such as Natanael Cano, Gloria Trevi, Yuridia, and Alejandro Fernandez. So if Mexican folklore is your thing and you find yourself in Guadalajara at some point in the next month or so, you may want to check for the events calendar for this important festival. Last but not least, I'm excited to announce that we already have 2 interviewees for the coming spotlight. We're going to have Lawrence Goodwin from El Rey Lounge. He's going to tell us about some changes in their offerings at this new very popular lounge in Colonia Versalles. And then we're going to be joined by Peggy Nelson, who is the president of the International Friendship Club. I am sure she will have all kinds of interesting news to share with us regarding the different programs that they have available for us to get involved in at this important nonprofit organization here in the city. So that's what we have. Let us take a quick look at your comments just to see what you're up to this beautiful weekend. And we start with good mornings, and I love that. Da, 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 da. Love it. Albert is packing before a short trip to Puerto Vallarta. This is good, Albert. It'll be great to see you when you get here. Ooh, I'm in bed with Sean. I love it. I love my Saturday mornings in bed with Paco. Well, I love my Saturday mornings in bed with Luna, but I appreciate your comment very much. Watch me blush like a schoolgirl. My goodness. Let's see. Logan says, Buenos dias from Puerto de Luna Puppy Park, where we await La Chancla to make her morning statement before we hit the road. Logan and I have tentative plans to go cycling along the new bicycle path next week. We'll see if we can make this happen. Jim says, I would like a buzz card. I add your name to the list gladly. Let me do that right now, Jim. And continuing with the whose long are the buzz cards valid for? Whose long? If you mean how long, I don't know, Laura. Until the government changes them. We used to have another bus card, one that was local. We used to have a local bus card, and I still have mine somewhere. You used to be able to charge them or recharge them at Plaza Caracol. And then the government came around and said, no, we're going to have a single card for all the state. And that's what we have right now. So how long is a card good for? As long as the government doesn't change their mind and institutes a new card. Let's see. Oh, Laura, the last administration should faithfully finish what they start. It's the right thing to do. I appreciate that, but does that happen anywhere? Like anywhere in the world? Is a government administration ever faithfully over with their plans and their projects because that's the right thing to do? I don't think so, but I appreciate the sentiment. I really do. I see some interest in acupuncture. I will put some information together for you and I'll share it next week. Mark asks, are the bus cards rechargeable, and if so, where? The answer is yes, they are. And the where, the answer is some OXXOs around town. Not all the OXXOs have the machine, but I've identified at least 2 OXXOs that are near my home here in La Vena. And one of them is the OXXO that is on Francisco Villa, right next to Los Muertos Brewing. And the other one is an OXXO that is on Francisco Medina Asensio, across from Plaza Las Glorias. So what I would do is I would go looking for an OXXO near my home to make sure that you'll be able to recharge the cards before you go pursuing one, because you know you can have a card, but it's not going to be any use if you cannot reload it with more moolah. Let's see what else. Thank you for that, Pat. This is correct. I forget, how do we get a senior discount card? When I got my card, I realized that they are not presently offering discount cards to people that are not Mexican born or that are not citizens. So that could change, but that is what it is right now. Let's see what else. Going cycling, getting courageous, Paco. Actually, I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure that I'm feeling that courageous just yet. Boom, boom, boom. Oh yeah, this is true. Thank you very much for that, Brian. There is an app to recharge the cards. I tried it the other day, but I was like, you know, you're too complicated. I'm fortunate enough that I have a couple of OXXOs nearby, so that's what I'm going with. Bum, ba-da-dum, bum, bum. Sean asks, Paco, do you have a list of your favorite museums in Puerto Vallarta? No, I don't, because there's only one museum in Puerto Vallarta, the Arte Museo. So, sorry, there's no museums here. I mean, there's a museum in the Quale that is not open and has not been open forever. So no list of favorite museums in Puerto Vallarta. Ask me about museums in Guadalajara and I'm happy to talk about that, because there's a bunch of them. Let's see what else. I think we're done. Yes, we are done with your comments, which means we are done with the broadcast today. Thank you so much for subscribing to Coffee and Headlines and for clicking on the bell for notifications if you do it on Facebook. Thank you so much for following Coffee and Headlines here on on YouTube, and also thank you for following Coffee and Headlines on Facebook. It is my pleasure to connect with you, and it is my pleasure to thank you for supporting our projects through memberships and through the occasional coffees. As you know, aside from our community partners, we do not accept any type of advertiser in the show. So all the income that we have comes from you viewers. So if you value the content that we have here, if you found something useful, if you've saved some pesitos here and there, if you've made awesome connections with places or people, consider supporting Coffee and Headlines with a membership or a coffee from time to time. Oh my goodness, thank you very much for that, Logan. Yes, we do have a naval museum. I forgot about that. It is a nice air-conditioned break, and it allows you to find out a little bit about what's going on in or the maritime history of Puerto Vallarta in particular, and Mexico in general. And Tilt Museum, well, it's an interesting attraction. That's all I'm gonna say. You know, you do it once with your friends, and that's it for me. Anyhow, this is Saturday. Go have some fun. See you at Lucha Libre. If you're gonna go tonight, I'm gonna go with 8 of my favorite friends. So it should be a lot of fun. And if not, I will see you again on Monday morning with more Coffee and Headlines. Have an awesome weekend.